Come on.
I'm Michael Seymour, and I'm on a mission to find out the secret to successful employment. A North Hampshire laboratory think they have found the answer.
Here at Possible Sciences, we have been working tirelessly to find a solution to the UK's unemployment situation. Now, unemployment rates in the UK are still unacceptably high, and while others around us have been wasting time discussing unimportant issues such as how has this happened and why has this happened and how can we help those who are unemployed gain meaningful employment, the scientists that make up our unemployment think tank have been asking the really big question. How can we use science to solve this problem and make lots of money? And our research shows that we can solve the UK unemployment crisis with a simple 3-step formula.
Tell us how the formula works.
Well, obviously I can't just tell you that. It's top secret. No, this has cost millions of pounds of the taxpayers' money to create this formula. So from now until 2023, we'll be asking for a small contribution of £500 per stage. And now there are 3 stages to the formula, and therefore 3 stages to getting a job. And not just any job, the best job. Our motto is aim high or don't bother.
These people are unemployed, aren't they? So tell us, how do they pay for this project without a regular income?
I understand that may seem like a problem, but as any unemployed daytime television watcher can tell you, there are loads of opportunities for quick loans and to get cash fast, and with our 3 steps to success, they really are guaranteed to pay that back as quick as a flash.
So, how do you guarantee success?
I think our case studies speak for themselves.
Yeah, I'm really chuffed to have this opportunity to work in the biggest semi-rural opera house theatre in London. It's like a dream job, and I wouldn't have had the opportunity if it wasn't for Possible Sciences. I've always known I wanted to work in the theatre, ever since I went to see my niece's nativity play last Christmas. Had such a wonderful time, costumes were really sweet, and the little hand-painted set the teachers did, it was like so creative. So yeah, Possible Sciences suggested that I applied to run the biggest semi-royal opera house theatre in London. This is my first week. There's a bit more to do than I imagined, and I don't really know a lot of it, but between you and me, I just pass it all over to my PA. It's great, he does all the work for me, and no one needs to know. I have to leave at 5, you see, because I have to go and babysit my friend's toddler because he's really cute. So yeah, I can't really do evenings, and weekends aren't great for me either. So yeah, just long hours aren't really for me.
Sounds like it's a really challenging role, Nicola.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
My life was very different before Possible Sciences. Back then, it was all in my head. But now I have the opportunity to make dreams a reality. It all began with the girl next door. I was 8 and she was 14, and from that moment I just knew I wanted to do something with boobs.
So tell us about your training.
I've got all the magazines available, and I studied the area very thoroughly. At first, I used to just draw them, and I was a very dab hand with the paintbrush too, and I actually won some awards. And then Possible Sciences suggested I went for the top job. So I just grabbed the opportunity with both hands.
How many years were you at medical school?
I played a game of operation which lasted a very tense 3 hours. And Possible Sciences suggested that was the equivalent of 6 years of medical school. So, well, I mean, how hard can it be? So long as there's no blood, I'm fine.
This is a
fantastic opportunity for me to show what I can do on a bigger scale. I mean, I've always loved working and building things, and I'm so creative, and I love to use alternative design and colour. It's just a lovely opportunity for me to do that, and I'm so happy that I can share my gift with the world.
Brilliant. It sounds like Possible Sciences has found the job for you. What other buildings have you designed?
Well, I made a massive construction of a local heritage site. It took me 6 weeks. That was mental. But really, what I quite like doing as well is cars and helicopters. There's one of these. Look. I made this with my son. He's really good at it. He's 5. Thing is, the opportunity to create the Royal Grand Plaza Hotel has meant that, I can work with builders on a real construction site. Not sure they're talking to me now, though. The problem was, as I pointed out, they're bricks. Well, they're bricks. Well, they don't do that. They don't fit together like they're supposed to. They're supposed to do that, aren't they? But they don't. They do that. And that's no good. I've got to use cement. And it's a complete waste of time and money.
So here, do I look okay? This is my first interview, so I'm a bit nervous, sorry. What was that? Oh, I never thought this would be my actual job. Don't get me wrong, I've always wanted to go into boxing, but it wasn't until I spoke to Possible Sciences that I realised this could be a reality. I just sent off my CV with this photograph, and I've got my first fight tonight. I've been boxing for 5 years now. My mum suggested I take up a hobby to get some exercise, take me off the Xbox. But the only thing that interested me was the Wii Fit, and I've been addicted to boxing ever since, yeah. Now it's time to put all that training into practice, but I've got a bit of a cold, so I might get my mum to call in sick tonight, Put 'em up.
I'm not sure these people are cut out for these jobs. Would you say I'm correct in that assumption?
Well, it doesn't matter. They're all employed.
Right. Well, from the research I've done during my investigation, I would say that these people have lied on their CVs and during the interview process.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't condone lying here at Possible Sciences.
What are you doing in my office? I've told you before, get out! Come on.